Hey everyone, Reverend Sarah Grady from St. Paul's United Church in Paris, Ontario. I'm doing a Tuesday check-in, and today I want to talk to you about the multitudes, the masses, the crowds, whatever way you want to refer to them, the thing in this day and age that we're being told to stay far away from. I miss being in a crowd, and I appreciated Reverend Dr. Michelle Voss Roberts' reflections for us this past Sunday on crowds and being part of one, and what Jesus was talking about in his messages for us and for all. And I think that she pointed out something that was really amazing to me about missing crowds and being part of them. I think even for introverts, there's something about a crowd. It's really great, right? If you're an introvert, you can get lost in a crowd and nobody has to know who you are. If you're an extrovert, man, you can get all your energy from being part of the energy that is in a crowd of people that comes together. For me as a minister, I don't think there's anything better than walking out on a Sunday morning or to a special service of worship in the evening, Christmas Eve in particular, and seeing a crowd in our church buildings. It's not something that we experience each and every Sunday for the majority of mainline Christian denominations these days. So a crowd is a pretty special thing. What McLaren was pointing out for us and what Michelle Voss Roberts touched on for us this past Sunday was the idea of Jesus preaching and ministering to the masses, because we have this great social divide that existed back in the time of Christ that I believe we still have now. Back then it was the elite, the rich, the powerful. They had and then the masses that worked for them, and then in there was also the middlemen, the middle people that worked to take from the masses to give to the rich, and they had to do all that work and they were rewarded for their work. The tax collectors, the stewards and such were the middle people. I really appreciated, though, what Michelle had to say when she was talking about what it is about a religious mass, about our traditions and our spirituality that's supposed to point us in a direction of goodness and being true. And she said a religious or spiritual tradition is good and true when its followers attend to the full humanity of every person, particularly those on the margins. I think what a wonderful thing to think about. And how have we done that in the Christian church? We have not always gotten it right in our Christian traditions. Even in the year 2021, we still continue to get it wrong sometimes. We still continue to misconstrue the message of what Jesus was trying to say to the world with our own individual needs and our own personal opinions of how life is supposed to be. It's why we have continually today, from that time, this great social divide. We call it these days the top 1% and the 99%, the far left and the far right, the conservative and the liberal, the ultra-conservative, the ultra-liberal, whatever direction you want to say we are in. There is this huge divide among humanity. And what Michelle was pointing out for us, I think, is wonderful, that we are at our best when we're trying to take the advantages, the privilege that we have to follow the message of Jesus Christ, to attend to every single person in society, whether they are somebody struggling with their mental health who can be difficult to deal with, or somebody who you're not quite sure how to attend to them. We need to continue to try. And I think that we've done some things that are pretty great, and we've done them really well over the years. So that's what I want to lift up today, because I think we need some good news. We've not been hearing a lot of good news lately, so let's have some good news, do some reminiscing and thinking back on some of the amazing ways that we at St. Paul's United Church, or perhaps you're tuning in from another community of faith, or you don't belong to any particular denomination, but you can think of a time when you were part of something that helped the masses, those who were on the margins of society. We have wonderful programs in place from St. Paul's that I know are operating this way. So we have our Wednesday night meals, something we miss, the crowds, a Wednesday night community meal where we offer food and conversation, a simple act of coming together in our common humanity and attending to one another. We have some really wonderful laugh out loud conversations. Sometimes the conversations are harder around the dinner table, but what an amazing ministry. And I was so grateful back the first Sunday of Advent when Bruce and Velda Cochran reached out with the story of the very first refugee family that was sponsored from St. Paul's United Church, the Liu family. And I know that we continue to have a core refugee sponsorship committee today that has reached out to Syrian communities and Kenyan refugees, and we have some other people that we are hoping to bring over once things have settled down with this pandemic and international travel isn't such a scary and impossible thing. So share the good news stories. Share the stories of the amazing and wonderful ways that you have seen either this community of faith, your community of faith, or another story you can think of people sharing in the common humanity, of reaching out to lend a helping hand, using the gifts, the privileges that they have in life, and how we can continue to do that work together is by reflecting on those times when it has been successful in the past. So let us think positively, let us share the amazing and wonderful stories, and wherever you are this day, my friends, I hope that you are safe, I hope that you are well, and as always, I really hope that I get to sit in a crowd with you again very soon. We'll talk to you later.